There's reports today that Prince Harry has been in a near miss in terms of security. On the 9th of September, at the Royal Lancaster Hotel ahead of the World Child Awards, a woman known to Harry's team as a fixated individual entered a secure zone and came within feet of him. 2 days later, she was reportedly within a stone's throw of him during his visit to Imperial College London's Centre for Blast Injury Studies. In the first instance, a member of Harry's private staff physically blocked her. There was no police presence reported at either moment. The same woman is believed to have followed the Sussexes abroad, including to Nigeria in 2024. Scotland Yard has declined comment, citing its policy of not discussing security. These facts sit uncomfortably beside the legal position reached on the 2nd of May 2025, when the Court of Appeal upheld Ravek's decision to treat Harry's UK protection on a case-by-case basis rather than restore automatic state-backed security. Two things are at stake. First, the personal safety of an unusually high-profile target, and second, reputational risk for the state if a serious incident occurs on UK soil. As former counter-terror chief Neil Basu has warned repeatedly, the most common threat to senior royals comes from fixated individuals, a class of risk that is hard to deter at distance and must be managed at close quarters. Ravek's 2020 downgrade removed Harry's automatic entitlement to armed police protection after he stepped back as a working royal. Protection is now bespoke, triggered by notice and assessed per visit. The Court of Appeal found that that approach was lawful, even though it departed from Ravek's unusual practice of commissioning a risk management board analysis. In short, the judges said that the policy choice was permissible, not that the risk was low. The consequence is outside formal state events, Harry relies on private security and a liaison number to call if something goes wrong. That creates an operational seam at the point of contact. Private teams cannot carry firearms or use police powers to stop and search, and they cannot lawfully plug in to police intelligence feeds at the level available to RASP. Fixated threat is a known phenomenon. The Fixated Threat Assessment Centre, the FTAC, was set up to identify and manage lone obsessives who target public figures, often with complex mental health needs. This is not tabloid law, it's an established joint unit between policing and mental health services, and these cases escalate at choke points that are predictable. Hotel arrival zones, public-facing charity events, transport nodes, and walkthroughs between car and entrance. The near misses on 9 and the 11th of September happened precisely at such points. The UK now has a situation in which courts confirm the Home Office and Ravek may ration police protection case by case to Harry, yet real-world incidents show the risk profile remains elevated, with a known fixated individual twice getting physically close in a 48-hour window. That contradiction is sharpened by the simple operational truth Neil Basu describes: close quarters smothering is what stops fixated individuals at the last meter. Private staff can attempt it, but only police body teams have the powers, the training pipeline, the intelligence loop, and immediate escalation options that make such interventions both safe and lawful. This is not about preference or popularity, it's about duty of care and risk externalities. A workable settlement should include a reinstating of an annual formal threat and risk assessment via Ravek's Risk Management Board with FTAC input and RASP liaison, to publish a non-sensitive summary of process to reassure the public on consistency and value for money, to create a clear trigger matrix for armed close protection when Harry is on UK soil, regardless of whether an event is royal duty or not. Triggers could include publicised appearances, open access venues, school or hospital visits, and any location with identified fixated individual interest. This mirrors the discretion used for other high-impact figures when events carry serious brand UK risk. I think also the Home Office should authorise a bounded intelligence sharing protocol so that Harry's licensed private team can receive time-bound, event-specific threat briefs and de-conflict notes from police, while police maintain primacy at the last meter. This is already normal in protective security for visiting principals and large venue operations. We need to mandate police-led screening of hotel and venue back of house, arrivals, corridors and curbside zones during notified appearances. The September incidents show that a sweep without maintained presence is insufficient. You must secure both the space and the time, and publish plain language guidance on what the case-by-case model actually means, to reduce confusion and political noise. The present opacity fuels mistrust on all sides. The Constitution unit has already sketched the government questions. The Home Office should answer them directly. Targeted triggers and scheduled reviews control spend when aligning resources to actual risk. It's cheaper to deploy correctly than to surge incoherently after a scare. The list of Ravec-covered figures is not a popularity contest, it's a calculus of consequence. If an attack on a highly visible figure would damage national confidence and international standing, rational governments would insure against it. Courts confirmed discretion exists, it should be used consistently. The question is no longer can we provide protection, but when we should. 2 near misses in 2 days is not gossip. It's a series of data points. They show that Harry's threat surface in Britain remains live, and that the present case-by-case model can leave gaps precisely at the moments that matter. The ethical and the practical answer is not blanket protection forever, nor a bare liaison number. It's a standing risk review, explicit triggers for close protection, and police-led control of the last metre around the principal. That approach protects a family, reduces reputational exposure for the state, and treats the public with the candour they deserve.